Hi and welcome to my role-playing and storytelling Let's Play in Crusader Kings 3, where we are playing in the Iberian Struggle with the Fate of Iberia DLC. It is a role-playing Let's Play, which means that I am playing after my character's traits and the personality I develop and mold for him during the storytelling parts. Our end goal is to end the Iberian Struggle by ways of conciliation, and after that the détente ending, which is the peaceful solution where everyone lives happily ever after in friendship and understanding across cultural and religious borders. No borders for us here in Iberia, that's our goal. But for now we are playing as Duke Geofré here, and we are going about making our decisions in accordance with his personality. So that's a bit of an extra challenge, because I will only do stuff towards conciliation that is plausible for him to do as the person who is and as the Duke of Barcelona. And one of the things we are doing is trying to befriend other rulers who are involved in the struggle, because that works towards conciliation. And here we have befriended Countess Belaya. We danced with her, and that is a good day. She's a drunken fornicator. I'm starting to wish that my character was lustful, because it would have been interesting to have her as a lover. I love drunken fornicators as lovers in real life. That's actually true, but it has nothing to do with this playthrough. Sorry about that. But that being said, she's brave. She's also zealous, brave and patient. I like that. I think I would have liked Countess Belaya here. If the player had been around and get to know her, we would have been great friends, and maybe more. But that's not for Duke Geofré here. He's not a lustful man, and that doesn't mean that he won't get lovers, but I don't think he will go out of his way to get them. Wouldn't be in character. So let's see if we can make some more friends. How about Countess Nura? Nura, will you be my friend? I'm friends with almost everyone here. And yeah, there was also this annoying. I rented my army out for this war here, and I've been doing a lot of contribution, but I'm starting to regret it, because it's taking too long. Oh, here it looks like my ally is actually coming to reinforce me here. It is me in charge. I am the best commander. It says it will be even when they get here. Maybe. Oh, but here it says that he's fleeing. Alright, I'm gonna do this one last stand here. And if I lose, my army will retreat. And then if he's not gonna reinforce me here, and they beat me, which I think they will. They just have the numbers there's too many of them for me to stand a chance, even though I am a great commander. If he reinforces, we might have a chance. Well, it looks like maybe we can improve our odds here by fleeing. So let's try it. Maybe we can make it. Yeah, because I got this. No, I wasn't able to. Get away. So let's see if we can retreat. And now I have done more than enough to help here in this war. And he lost now, so that's alright. Yeah, I got paid anyway, so that was good. Oh no, my brother-in-law. Who is he? My knight Dela has been wounded, and his flesh has contracted foulness and swelling. If the right kind of treatment is administered and Jesus is merciful, he should make it. There's nothing that can be done. I don't really remember who he was. This is my sister. I think, because I married some of my sisters and brothers off when I started this series, but I think she was already married to this man. So he's been with us from the start. I haven't really taken note of him, and there's nothing special about him, but still, my sister's husband is married, and that's too bad. So let's stand our army down and now see about, because I want to use this gold to build in my city here. I think, yeah, this guild hall, this is great building because it will increase development growth, and I want to play a tall game in this playthrough, so I will start building this. It's a good use for my money. Yeah, I was also thinking, because I captured Carcassonne there, and it is not the shore part of my duchy, but I really want to hold on to it because I had a claim to it. So I think my family has some ancestral claims to Carcassonne, and I think there's something you councillors can do to it's probably the Stuart integrate title. Oh, I must be a king to do this, because you can speed up the shore drift, so that a title becomes the shore part of the shore duchy. Let's increase the control there then. Let's increase it in by the shore county Rosello here first, and I'm befriending more people. That is good, but hostility has gained more progress. It's all those people making wars down here. I can release involved ruler. I don't have any. I'm working on becoming friends. I think you can only have one best friend perhaps, so maybe it was a mistake to be friends with my brother, although he should be counted as an involved ruler because he was landed. I don't remember anyway. Let's invite Duke Hermenexildo here to a feast, because invite an involved ruler of a different faith or culture. He is of a different culture, so that should count. Yeah, let's hold a feast and invite my friend here, Duke Hermenexildo Gutierrez of Galicia, to this activity. I hope he will accept. Yeah, he accepted. Welcome friends to my feast. So, Rikulfer here, he recognizes true intellect because he is impressed with my learning or my abilities. My brother, good. A feast with a friend. Oh, it's my best friend. My brother and spymaster. What would life be without him? I get reinvigorating friendship, huge boost to my health, and I lost stress, so I'm really calm. Harsh judgment. My daughter Galesandra, she is asking about a harsh punishment, and I will say the punishment did indeed not fit the crime and make her just like me. My guests depart until next time. A new perk for my martial lifestyle. I will go with hit and run tactics. My levies really need to reinforce a bit. I could do more contracts. Purchase truce, this is a good one. It is my friend, Sultan Abdalrahman ibn Muhammad of Al-Sark. He wants to purchase a truce for 50. Of course I will accept this. I wouldn't declare war on a friend anyway. And it will be a catalyst for conciliation, I hope. Rest for the weary. Sweaty, tired and in need of food. A long day of training with the troops is coming to an end. As we search for a place to camp, we spot an old and abandoned castle in the distance. Firming my resolve, I declare, that is where we will make our camp tonight. The sun is setting, and with every step towards the ruin it looks more ominous. Before long the soldiers are whispering about ghosts. Let us venture inside. I am sure there's treasure to be found, is what Geofré will say. We can search the upper floors. 57% chance of finding a great treasure. Or I can go for what might be hidden in the darkness underneath. Yeah, let's go for this. Again, faced my fears, that is good. There are too many people doing hostility things here. A gesture of generosity. We're trying to befriend Countess Nura here. So I can pay her 50. Or a cheap gift. Or say, no, I don't want to come on too strong. I really don't think this... He's not a greedy man, but he's not a generous man either. Well, alright, let's go with a cheap gift. Because I don't have that much money and I really want to spend it on cities. What a good day, we became friends. Great. Could go on a pilgrimage again. Because I was looking into adopting Mozarabic. And I could do this now. I have been interested in converting into the Mozarabic branch of Christianity since the beginning, because for me as a player it is a new edition, so I haven't played with it. That's appealing. And for the role-playing and storytelling, it says that it is more accepting of differences than more fundamentalist sects. So it's a branch of Catholicism, I suppose, to reflect that the Christian people in Iberia were so influenced by Islam and the Arabs around that they were more tolerant towards them than the Catholics. So it's fitting for the setting and for our goal to achieve conciliation and the détente ending. And also in the storytelling parts, he has always, since the beginning, he has been at odds with his bishops and the clergy of the Catholic clergy. If we convert, the Pope will still be our head of religion, so we will still be a part of Catholicism, just slightly different branch of it. So let's take a look at the differences between those two religions. Here we have armed pilgrimages, communion, and monasticism. This has adaptive. Infidel vassals are less likely to join independent and populist factions, so it will be easier to rule people of different faiths. That is good. And also has rights. New faiths keep their old head of faith on creation, and other Christian faiths are considered astray instead of hostile. That is good. And we still have communion. Virtues and sins are probably the same. And I think it should count towards conciliation as well. I hope it does. I'm not really sure I will lose monasticism, but I won't miss that too much. And it will cost me more to declare holy wars, but I'm not really into doing that either, since I'm striving for conciliation and détente. We can't be bothered to go through all this down here. Looks like there are more. Forgiving, compassionate, honest and chaste are virtues for Mozarabism. For Catholicism it is also honest, and the sins are vengeful, sadistic, deceitful, gluttonous and lustful. For this it is vengeful, sadistic, deceitful and lustful, so I can be gluttonous. So there are less sins and less virtues. That's a bit strange, but alright. I've been saying all through this series here that I want to try out Mozarabic religion. So let's go for it. I have the fate now, so I will adopt the fate of my wife here. All my vassals and my family will convert. That is good. Conversion. With my decision to convert to Mozarabism, I arranged for a priest to come to my court and conduct the rites. With the fate of my immortal soul in question, I can only pray that I have made the right decision. Metaphysica aside, I can take comfort in knowing that the majority of my realm stands united under God, a true Mozarabic realm. Glory to God, or at least I have Per Amat to guide me, so I can have this Mozarabic Catalan hunchback join my court. He is a very learned man, so it could be useful, I suppose. Don't really know him, but maybe he was probably, let's have it that my genius and lunacy often go hand in hand, and that's as it should be. Both geniuses and lunatics have the ability to see connections that other people can't. What geniuses see often leads to revolutionary improvements, or whatever you want to call it. And if you're a lunatic without intelligence, you're more likely to be into conspiracy theories and such, I suppose. Well, anyway, let's have it that Duchess Yalida here, my genius wife, knew this man and told me that he was a good theologian that could help me converting. So yeah, come join my court. And did this bishop here convert? He did. It's good. And did my lands convert? Barcelona did, but I'll have to work on the others here. Can my bishop do this? I really wish I could fire him and appoint that new one instead. Yeah, let's get on with converting my lands here to this Mozarabic fate. And this discount towards conciliation. No, it did not. That's disappointing. Maybe it is only if you conquer here and you are of a different faith and then convert to one of the involved faiths. That's probably it. A lot of those tooltips here aren't really clear. Well, most of them are, but some are a bit confusing. But maybe now, because I'm having my steward improve development in Barcelona, and that's good and all, but if she improves the development in a county with a different religion, this will count towards conciliation. It will count for Catholicism. But I think it should be faster to increase the development in a county that has lower development. Let's try it. Yes, it's much faster, because in Barcelona it will take 7 years, because it's already very high in development. Whereas if she goes to Girona here, she will increase the development in 5 months, and then we will see if that counts towards conciliation. Let's see how well developed Barcelona. It's 9 now, so it's not nearly as developed as Cordoba here and Rome and other big cities, but it's decent now. Oh, it did count. Great, I just had to wait a bit. So it did count. That is good. That is really good. Rabbinist refugees. Judah has fled Viennois along with a huge swath of his fellow rabbinists. He comes to me begging for a home for his people, and we gladly swear fealty to the crown in exchange for protection from persecution. So he is a very stewardship-inclined Jewish man who is fleeing from Christians persecuting him. I can get increased development in Rosello, and it will change the culture and faith, and it will gain thriving Jewish community, which will increase holding taxes, development, growth and popular opinion. It will also increase the cultural acceptance, or I can say he will have to look elsewhere. But no, in accordance with us striving for conciliation, I don't really think Judaism is involved in this in the game mechanics, but for role-playing and storytelling purposes it's definitely fitting that my account is welcoming towards these Jewish people here. Historically, I seem to remember that Jews mostly fled from Christians persecuting them here and found refuge amongst most more tolerant Arabic Muslim rulers down in the south of Iberia. That's how it was in those days. Seem to remember from my from my school teachings. But anyway, we should we are playing as a tolerant and welcoming man here, and we shall welcome these youths here to Rosello. So where is Rosello? It's this one, right? All right. So I made him a count of this as well. Well, I suppose that's right. That was my personal holding. So had I noticed that, I might have refused. No. Had I been playing for myself, I would have wanted to hold on to all my holdings. But it's a roleplay, and that was the right choice to do in accordance with the way I've been playing Duke Geofré here. So now he holds this here. He should really like me for it. He's a better steward than Major Olina, but that's also not in my role-playing style to fire her, because she has been an important part in the storytelling and she is a good steward. So I won't fire her. What are my personal holdings? I still hold quite a lot here. My brother, Spymaster, holds this, and then there's this new Jewish vassal here, and then I also hold Carcassonne. And I think my Chancellor is... Oh, he's increasing the control there now, but since there's a new vassal, he really should do that himself. So let's instead have him increase control in Carcassonne. And leave that to... because he would appoint his own little council. So let's have him have his marshal increase the control there. Oh my... This man here, this Emir Mohammed, he was married to my daughter and he died. So let's see what happened to my daughter. She is now a spymaster down there. I could invite her to court with a hook and marry her off again, but and there could be some benefits for me to do this. But since it is a role play, let's have the story run its course. She was married to this man. She has now found a home there, and she is now the spymaster of Sheikh Yamil ibn Muhammad, who is her son. Yeah, so that's fitting. It's fitting that she should stay with him in his little sheikhdom. He's of our blood, so it's really good. So unless my character has a strong reason for interfering with his adult children's lives, he will arrange marriages for them when they come of age, because that's just how things were done, I suppose. But if they are married off and then they become a widow or widower, he will let them have their own life. I could swear fealty to Navarra here, but that's not something I want to do. She is in a war to deal and clash against the kingdom of Navarra. What is this about? So he is trying to snatch himself a peace. Does she want my help defending? I will try and help her and earn some money doing it. Spouse, up to the task. This is my wife. Some of my counselors believe the job is theirs by right of blood or influence alone. How wrong they are. I expect results, yet I am often disappointed. After a long day I am complaining to Yalida when she interrupts me. Let me do something about it, husband. A few lessons might sharpen their wits. So I can have her help my marshal here. He is a great marshal and I trust him. I can have her help Major Olina, whom I also trust and respect, and she is a good steward. Or I could have her help my best friend, brother and spymaster, who is also great at his job. She really should have tried to help the bishop, but he's probably not inclined to accept help from women because him being a bishop, and he don't think that women are important, I suppose. Let's look at this. The one that she would be helping would have my brother would appreciate me for having my wife help him. The others would dislike me for it. Or I could go with stay here with me instead and lay with her. Had I been lustful, I would have gone for that, but yeah, let's not that my brother really needs help, he's great at intrigue, but since he will be grateful for it, let's go with that. And we should raise my armies and go help the Queen of Navarra to defend her lands. See if we can make it there before her little army gets caught. Oh, my son and heir came of age. He became a skilled tactician and a military engineer. That's great. I will have him take care of my sieges in the future. They grow up fast. What can we do with you now that you are an adult? I should really find him a spouse. Well, there really weren't any great choices for him to marry. There were some decent ones, but I suppose he's not in a real hurry to marry. I will let him have some young years when he can be unmarried and play around before he has to go into the bonds of marriage. So he became vengeful, compassionate and temperate. The combination of vengeful and compassionate shall be interesting to play with. He will try, if someone does him wrong, he will try to get revenge, but he will do it in a compassionate way, I suppose. Right, that's an interesting combination. I guess that can work. It looks like we can catch the enemy army here, and it says that the odds are on our side. They are defending in the forest, but I am a better army commander, and my ally is close by, so I will go for this in the hope that they will turn around and actually help me here. I crushed them. That was a surprise. It was a good surprise, but I was expecting an even battle. But I'm a great commander. I have commander advantage 43, and I also have this rough terrain expert. It doesn't give me, this was forests, and it doesn't give me an advantage there, so it wouldn't have played in. But anyway, I just went into the woods there and wiped them out. I wonder if this army is in the wall. Think it is, because it has this brighter red. But anyway, let's see if we can make it up there, because if we make it there before they siege down her capital, we should have the defender advantage from mountains. That means we shall crush them there as well. We will catch them, yes, and we will wipe them out. So it was a decisive win for us here. Let's go, because it looks like they might be chasing my ally here, so let's go and see if we can maybe reinforce. Maybe they will win before we can get there, but in any case we should be able to catch them, yes, and defeat them in the... Oh, my son learned the Berber language. How many languages do you know now, son? He knows Tok Vulgar, Arabic, Twil Vulgar and Berber. I can't have him learn more languages now because he is... Maybe he should educate. Does my brother... Yeah, my brother has a son, Miro de Barcelona, who is his heir. Maybe I should have my son. My 16-year-old son will educate this 12-year-old. It's a bit gamey, but it's still fitting. My son will be his duke, so it's a good move to have them to see if they can be on friendly terms. Offer guardianship. Where is my son? Here he is. He will accept this. That is a good move. So there's the capital of our enemy. Maybe we can go siege that. It's a bit dangerous because it is in the mountains, and if they attack us there before we win the siege, they will have a strong defender advantage. It looks like we managed to go there and crush the the small force they raised there. And now let's have my son take his first command. You're a military engineer. Show me what you can do with my onagers. Let's go win this war for Navarra. Every episode Veilantif gets sick. No price is too steep for my beloved Veilantif. I've spent a lot of gold because your warhorse always gets sick in CK3, and in CK2 it was the same. Kindred minds, I managed to befriend Countess Sibylla here. I have made so many friends, but still, hostility is in the lead. Most of the things I've made, there are a few other more gamey things I can do if I'm really desperate, but for now let's keep on making friends. I thought I was friends with King Ferela here. No, but he was probably the one that with a personality that was really long way away from mine. So let's see if we can be friends with Queen Dörr here then. We are helping her win her war. Is this in any way helping? No, it's only 8% chance of us. Count Jakub, we shall be friends. I don't think I have room for more friends. I have more friends than I've befriended more people than this, so I just hope that it still counts, otherwise this is all wasted. Doesn't say here that it does, so maybe it is wasted. No, because the last thing that progressed conciliation was something that my friend Sultan Abdalrahman did the 2nd of July, over a month ago. So maybe all this befriending is wasted. Can I learn some languages instead? I think I've already learned all those languages. Is there a language map? Court languages. Oh, looks like I've learned all the languages I can as well. My heirs are married on all this. So let's go for envelopment. It will increase my men-at-arms counter efficiency. We have really helped Navarra here. I think she would have lost this war if not for us, so we are well worth the 100 gold she will pay us once the war is done. I did something towards conciliation just now. What was it? Because I don't know. I gained +3. Oh, I constructed a building in city holding, of course. Let's see about building more city holding buildings. I'm constructing here. Or maybe it was probably one of my major vassals who built something themselves then, because I'm still constructing this, so this was the only construct I ordered. So it's good. It seems like if your majors are also contributing. And speaking of that, wasn't there, if you grant better contract or title to a vassal from a different faith or culture, that should include use, shouldn't it? Even though they are not involved. It doesn't, in the tooltip it doesn't say that they need to be involved in the struggle for it to count. So if I give him a better contract, like for instance lower his levy contribution requirements, this should count towards conciliation. He will give me 13 levies instead of 34. Well, I'm sure I can live without those 21 men. Let's try it. And did this count? I hope it will. I will take a look at this first. No, it doesn't say that I counted. So it probably needs to be... It doesn't say so in the tooltip, it only says of a different faith or culture. And here was a man who of a different faith and culture, and I granted him a better contract, but it still didn't count towards conciliation. Probably because his faith and culture isn't involved in the struggle, but the tooltip really should be more clear. Maybe it is explained somewhere, but where I didn't look, but let's take a look at this instead. A demonstration of leadership. My friend, Sultan Abdalrahman, has been hovering around my council meetings lately. Knowing his interest in matters of leadership, I cannot help but feel that the man is waiting for me to impress him. I could probably engage him in conversation. On the other hand, it might be better for him to simply see me interacting with my men. There is something to be said for at least pretending to know every soldier's face. So I can gain 50 martial lifestyle experience and increase his opinion of me by 20. Or gain 50 and gain respected figurehead, which will increase my level reinforcement rate. There, yeah, let's go for this. My Chancellor, Gunnar, has impressed King Carloman of Aquitaine. So he's starting to get over the fact that I declared my independence. It's good, I suppose. Befriend, this is an event I haven't seen before, I think. Count Jakub and I have little in common, which has made it difficult to communicate with him. However, with some effort, I could teach myself enough to carry a conversation with proper court etiquette and tradition. I can make a learning challenge, which will increase my scheme progress. Yeah, let's do that. With certainty, this is my Austrian ward, Galceranda. Took her out playing with a bow, and to my surprise, she ran into a wounded doe. I think there are a few of these events where they have some rhymes. I like it. She can be ambitious, and why not? She had not hesitated in the slightest to bring it down. Why not? Maybe I can invite someone for a hunt again, or a feast. Can I invite my friend and neighbor here? I can invite him for a hunt. Well, let's invite him to a hunt. It should help with conciliation. It's costing a lot of money to do this conciliation, that's for sure. I call the hunt with the Sultan Abdelrahman as a special guest. The hart. My vassal, Major Arnaud, is the first to see it. The flighty hart is hard to distinguish from its surroundings, but it is observing us through the undergrowth. I lock eyes with the animal, and it is almost as if it can sense my attention, for it suddenly takes off. I can go for "we ride", which will give me stress because I am patient. Or "slow and steady now, that cliff looks steep". Yeah, I'm patient, so let's go for this. We press on. I gain 75 prestige. Looks like there's some kind of internal conflict, and it is my brother, my spy master. He is attacking this Jewish man I gave the County of Rosello to. I should still get. I hope I was, because my brother will win and he will take it for himself. I hope I will still get the benefits from all the bonuses I got there. There's not much I can do about it anyway. I don't think I can force my brother to... No. Kindred minds. I became friends with this Count Jakub. Yeah, and it looks like it's actually counting towards conciliation. It's really hard to catch up with this episode. I've really been doing everything I can to get conciliation, but it is really hard. She likes me now. Does this mean that... Yeah, let's try and be friends with Queen Dur here. It's only a 33% chance, but let's try it. I already became friends with most people around. So it looks like there's some independence. Provence is independent here. So Aquitaine is having a bad day. Looks like I finished my city constructing in here, so let's see if I can build something more. Yeah, this trade port here in Narbonne. Trade port is a good building. It's expensive, but I can afford it, so let's go for it. It will increase taxes and, most importantly, development growth, which I want for my ambition to play a tall game. So I think it's time to end this episode here. We have been working towards conciliation to achieve our end game, our end goal, the détente ending. But hostility is in the lead. But I think we are catching up a bit. But it looks like I have to work hard for doing this. Maybe I should see about renting my army out more and try to capture involved rulers and then releasing them, because that will give me a lot of progress. So that's something I will think about for the next time I play this. This is my weekend series, so it's uploaded on Saturdays and Sundays, and if nothing unexpected happens, there should be new episodes of this next weekend. But during weekdays I plan to upload my other Let's Play series. That's also a role-playing storytelling series where I play as the Norse Viking House Corp of Sweden, and in that playthrough I don't have an overarching goal. I just let the game and the events take me where it takes me, and play by ear most of the time. So here I'm more focused with a goal, and in the other one I'm just playing around. So there should be something for you to watch every day, as long as I'm enjoying doing this, and for now I am. And one thing that helps me enjoy it is to see that there are a few people actually watching and liking and subscribing. So if you are one of those, consider leaving a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It will encourage me to keep on doing this role-playing storytelling Let's Play in Crusader Kings 3. And with that being said, thank you for watching this one, and goodbye.